Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're back in my county. Before I get started, I do have a merch shop. If you guys want to go and help support me, that'd be fantastic. So, some of you don't know, but I DoorDash part-time to help make ends meet. And while DoorDashing, sometimes you come across places otherwise you wouldn't know about. So I spotted this cemetery yesterday during one of my deliveries, and I made a mental note of it to come back today and get some documentation, photos, and video done. Now, it sits by an abandoned, I don't know if it's a church or some kind of business, but it's completely abandoned. Sometimes you'll see that. Sometimes churches will go defunct and leave their entire cemetery not looked after, not cared for. So we're gonna go through this really quickly, and I'm not sure what the name of this is. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm going to have to go research some of these names, and hopefully a location will come up and I'll find the correct name for the cemetery. There's little markers throughout here. Okay, this looks pretty recent, 2009. A veteran stone. Some more markers. I don't know anything about this side of town. I'm usually not out on this side of town. That's the one cool thing about this county. There's always something to find, which is why I have like over 60 videos shot in this county. It does look well maintained. I come with respect. I just love cemeteries. Like, if you're local, and I'm getting a lot of local viewers now, if you're local, I just love cemeteries. I love the history and symmetry and the genealogy behind them. Shuford. You see Shuford everywhere here. Ramseur, Shuford. It does look well cared for, surprisingly. You see it out in the middle of nowhere with an abandoned building, you're going to assume it's not maintained. But it looks like fairly recently somebody mowed out here. More Shufords. Lewis. Williams. Okay, we're getting into 1800s over here. And it expands from back there to all the way to behind this building. I'm gonna assume it's a church, but I'm probably, you can only assume so much. But gather. I'm seeing a lot of very distinctive old names. Names that you see all over the place on this side of the state. Lewis. Robinson. There's a cemetery on Robinson Road. I have to go back and document and film too. Whoever is maintaining this property, thank you. it looks well cared for. Like, I don't know, it's like an ancestral feel. It's hard to describe. Like the descendants of who is buried here is trying to take care of it the best way they can. Some more older graves this way. Probst, Ramseur. Robinson. I think that's a footstone. There's more stones under this tree over here. You can't make out a few of these. There is a way to get fungus and moss off of headstones, and there's actually a good way to clean them really well. I've done it myself in the past a few times. You definitely want to get permission before trying any of that, though. There's just so many back here. Finger. More Robinsons. Shade. Wow, there's just whitener. It really does help to stop and pay attention sometimes. I wouldn't have noticed this yesterday if I hadn't just got caught, you know, in traffic and just haven't looked. Angel, white, more fingers. Ramseur, more Ramseurs. I'm gonna guess the Ramseur family has establishing roots here. But if you know anything about this part of my county, then Ramseur and Shufords settled here. Along with Robinsons and a few other establishing families. Some Probst. Which there's several stores and families and bridges and signs with that name on it around here. There's not too many of them down here that I can see. Oftentimes, the markers will have been missing or are just covered. Yeah, I definitely don't want to go knocking on doors that aren't meant for me, but that does look like some sort of church or congregation. Alright guys, you guys know the drill. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And go check out my merch store. I'm working really hard to have some really cool stuff up, so people can help support me that way as well. Alright guys, I will see you guys in the next adventure. Peace out.